So after his tax raising stream and his surprise wedding out of nowhere, how has Darkside Phil handled his recent controversy on his first stream back? In my opinion, he's probably the worst damage control person I've ever seen in my life. I think he's handled this really, really poorly. I think short term he's very happy because everything aside, the guy's just got married. He probably genuinely is really happy right now. But in the long run, I think he's done some damage here, and he could have handled this a hell of a lot better. Now, if you don't know who Darkside Phil is, he's a Twitch streamer, a YouTube content creator, and to his credit, he's been doing this a long time. He's probably been doing it over 10 years. But in recent times, he has developed this reputation and this persona of someone who basically rinses his community for as much money as he can get.
Thanks for the money, dummies, because that's exactly what you fucking are. A bunch of fucking empty-headed idiots who paid me money to get absolutely nothing out of it.
There's plenty of material out there on YouTube which catches this guy out on multiple occasions. I suppose the easiest way to describe him would be he's a failed politician who happens to be a second car salesman who also realises they can make a large sum of money on Twitch, maybe telling a few white lies here and there. That's the best way to sum him up to anyone who doesn't know who he is. Oh, and he's the guy who got caught wanking on stream as well. So why do I think he could have handled it better? Well, you got to look at it like this. The guy is getting a lot of criticism from all angles regarding his current tax situation, not telling his viewers, and people just generally wanting questions, and to be quite honest, you can't really disagree with that. If this was happening to me or any other normal person of sound mind, you'd want to clear this up straight away. If people are out there making wild accusations, calling you a scammer and trying to sort of defraud your name, I would be all over that. I would be wanting to set the record straight away. I tuned into Darkside Phil's stream today, and it took him 2.5 hours to address the first sort of main concern. He approached it with such like a laid back atmosphere that he felt that he didn't need to give any answers, or he doesn't need to. And his argument was he doesn't have to tell his viewers everything. And this is a bit of a conundrum because technically he's right. Technically we are all entitled to our privacy. We can all do and say what we please. However, the way that he's treating his community, he has to realise his livelihood kind of depends on his personality. He's been doing this long enough to realise that his income is based on how he is in his videos, and that's what people were originally sort of attracted to, I guess, because everything that I've seen of the guy now, I can't see how he can get a genuine new fan. I think everyone that's sort of going over to his channel nowadays are either trolls or people like me who are there to see these people expose themselves in front of a live audience, if you will. Does that make me a bad person? I don't think so. His main concern seemed to be that he felt that he had to prove that he was actually married. That seemed to be the main source of the trolls that really got to him. If this was me, I'd be addressing the money situation straight away. I'd be addressing the people that donated or subbed on his recent events, whether any of that tax money was spent on the wedding. I think that's a valid question if someone's given money to this guy for that particular reason to ask. I don't think that is a valid reason for DSP to shut that person down and not give an answer and claim that he doesn't have to tell his community everything. You can't have it both ways. You either live in the public eye or you work a 9 till 5. If his current financial situation is as bad as he says it is, the way that he's presenting himself, he is not going to be able to save it by doing gaming content, streaming or whatever. He's going to have to work a 9 till 5. So if that's the route he wants to go down, if this is the way he wants to, treat the people that are genuine fans on his channel, then he's gonna have a rude awakening very quickly. At one point in his return stream, he mentions that he only needed $5,000 to appease the tax man to go on a payment plan. But here's a clip of him clearly saying that he needed $17,000.
All right. So, factoring in all things and what I already have to put towards it, the net amount that I still am going to owe to the government, all right, $17,161.
That's just a small example of the bullshit that you can expect to hear, or at least catch him out on, if you stick around this channel long enough. If you tuned into his return podcast where he promised he was going to give you all the answers, you're going to be highly disappointed. He goes through everything that you could possibly think of on a trip, and he tells you everything in minute detail. What he did on the morning he was going, what they did on the airport. He tells you everything except what you want to know. And this is clearly an example of how manipulative he is. He's clearly sort of playing the viewership game. He knows that if he gives those answers out straight away, most of the people that are in his channel are going to leave. So he sort of baits people to stay in. And that's how you know that they're not a genuine person. He doesn't really have any concern what people really think about him, because if he did, he would answer those hard questions straight away. He would open his stream and go, guys, we need to sort this out now. I'm not having people on the internet say this about me. This is what you need to know. This is what I've done with this. This is what I've done with that. Everyone will be happy. There'd be no complaints. If anything, people will probably give him a lot more respect. He picks and chooses when he wants his privacy, and I'm currently making this video while he's still streaming. I randomly clicked on his channel, and at the exact random moment I open it, he has no fear about telling people real personal details that I probably wouldn't tell anyone.
Abandon a property in Connecticut. I have to negotiate with credit card companies, and this is going to permanently fuck my credit up.
But it's okay when it's all about the money, I suppose. That's going to be the end of the video now, but trust me, it's not going to be the end of the DSP story. The guy is a living meme at this point. His life is crazier than a WWE storyline, and in this current age, that is not a compliment. Definitely not a compliment. If you have enjoyed the video and you want us to help out a small YouTube channel, make sure to hit that like button.